Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages. I'm Windhoof, and this is the talents for the warrior. So, let's get started. First up, we'll be looking at arms. In our level 15 talent pool, we have Dauntless. Your abilities cost 20% less rage. Next to that, we have Overpower. Overpowers the enemy, causing X amount of physical damage. Cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried, and has a 60% increased chance to critically strike. All your melee attacks have a chance to activate Overpower. Third, we have Sweeping Strikes. Mortal Strike and Execute hit a second nearby target. In our level 30 talents, we have Shockwave. Sends a wave of force in a frontal cone, causing X amount of damage and stunning all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. Cooldown reduced by 20 seconds if it strikes at least 3 targets. Next to that, we have Stormbolt. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing X amount of physical damage and stunning for 4 seconds. Third, we have Double Time. Increases the maximum number of charges on charge by 1 and reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. In our level 45 talent pool, we have Fervor of Battle. Cleave and Whirlwind generate 2 rage for each target that they hit. Next to that, we have Rend. Wounds the target, causing X amount of bleed damage over 15 seconds. Third, we have Avatar. Transform into a Colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage and removing all roots and snares. Level 60, we have Second Wind. Restores 6% health every 1 second when you have not taken damage for 5 seconds. Next to that, we have Bounding Stride. Reduces the cooldown on Heroic Leap by 15 seconds, and Heroic Leap now also increases your run speed by 70% for 3 seconds. Third, we have Die by the Sword. Increases your parry chance by 100% and reduces all damage you take by 30% for 8 seconds. At level 75, we have In for the Kill. Mortal Strike generates 40 rage when used against targets that are below 20% health. Next to that, we have Mortal Combo. Mortal Strike now has a maximum of 2 charges. Third, we have Blade Storm. Become an unstoppable storm of destructive force, striking all enemies within 8 yards for X amount of physical damage for over 5.9 seconds. You are immune to movement-impairing effects and loss of control effects, but can use defensive abilities and can avoid attacks. Level 90 talents, we have Focused Rage. Focus your rage on your next Mortal Strike, causing it to deal X amount of additional damage, stacking up to 3 times. Unaffected by the global cooldown. Next, we have Trauma. Slam now causes the target to bleed for 20% additional damage over 10 seconds. Multiple uses accumulate increased damage. Third, we have Titanic Might. Increases the duration of Colossus Smash by 200%, but reduces its effectiveness by 50%. And in our level 100 talents, we have Anger Management. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Battle Cry by 1 second. Next to that, we have Opportunity Strikes. Your melee abilities have up to a 60% chance based on their target's missing health to trigger an extra attack that deals X amount of physical damage. And third, we have Riveger. Throw a whirling weapon at the target location that inflicts X amount of damage to all enemies within 6 yards over 10 seconds. And now we'll be looking at the Fury talents. In our level 15 talents, we have War Machine. Killing a target grants you 30% more haste and 30% movement speed for 10 seconds. Next to that, we have Endless Rage. Your auto attack generates 30% additional rage. Third, we have Fresh Meat. Bloodthirst has a 30% increased critical strike chance against targets above 80% health. Our level 30 talents are the same. Our level 45 talents, we have Wrecking Ball. Your attacks have a chance to make your next whirlwind cost no rage and deal 200% increased damage. Next to that, we have Outburst. Berserker Rage now causes Enrage. And Avatar is the same as with the other specs. Level 60, we have Furious Charge. Charge also increases a healing from your next Bloodthirst by 300%. Third, we have Warpaint. You now take only 20% increased damage from Enrage. In our level 75 talent pool, we have Massacre. Execute critical strikes reduce the rage cost of your next rampage by 100%. Next to that, we have Frothing Berserker. When you reach 100 rage, your damage is increased by 10% and your movement speed by 30% for 6 seconds. And third, Blade Storm is the same with the other specs. In our level 90 talents, we have Meat Grinder. Whirlwind causes your next rampage to strike up to 4 additional targets for 50% damage. Next to that, Frenzy, Furious Slash, increases your haste by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Third, Inner Rage. Raging Blows no longer requires Enrage to deal 100% increased damage, but has a 4.5 second cooldown. In our level 100 talents, we have Carnage. Reduces the cost of Rampage by 20 Rage. Next to that, we have Reckless Abandon. Battlecry generates 100 Rage. And third, we have Dragon Roar. Roar explosively, dealing X amount of damage to all enemies within 8 yards and increasing all damage you deal by 20% for 6 seconds. Dragon Roar ignores all armor and always critically strikes. And now we'll be looking at the protection spec. Your Shockwave and Stormbolt are at your level 15 talent pool rather than your 30. Or 45, whichever one it was. But you also get Warbringer. Intercept now deals X amount of damage to all enemies within 5 yards of the target and stuns them for 1.5 seconds. Your level 30 talent, Impending Victory, replaces Victory Rush. Instantly attacks the target, causing X amount of damage and healing you for 15% of your maximum health. Killing an enemy that yields experience or honor resets the cooldown of Impending Victory. Next to that, we have Inspiring Presence. You inspire all allies within 60 yards, causing them to be healed for 3% of all damage they deal. Third, we have Safeguard. Intercepting a friendly target now also causes 20% of their damage taken to transfer to you for 6 seconds. In our level 45 talents, we have Renewed Fury. Ignore Pain also enrages you, increasing all damage you deal by 10% for 6 seconds. Next to that, we have Ultimatum. Your Shield Slam critical strikes cause your next Focus Rage to cost no rage. And Avatar is the same for the other specs as well. In our level 60 talents, we have Warlord's Challenge. While Berserker Rage is active, you may use Taunt with no cooldown, and taunted enemies move 50% faster towards you. Bounding Stride is the same as for the other specializations. Third, we have Crackling Thunder. Increases the radius of Thunderclap by 100%. Our level 75 talents, we have Best Served Cold. Revenge generates 2 additional rage for each target that is hit. Next to that, we have Nerve Sunderer. Ignore Pain will ignore up to 100% more damage based on your missing health. Third, we have Indomitable. Increases your maximum health by 25% and the maximum effect of Ignore Pain by 25%. For our level 90 talents, we have Vengeance. Ignore Pain reduces the rage cost of your next Focus Rage by 50%, and Focused Rage reduces rage cost of your next Ignore Pain by 50%. Next to that, we have Into the Fray. You gain 3% haste for each enemy within 10 yards up to 5 enemies. Third, we have Booming Voice. Demoralizing Shout also generates 50 rage, and increases damage you deal to effective targets by 20%. And for our level 100 talents, we have Anger Management. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Battle Cry, Last Stand, and Shield Wall by 1 second. Next to that, we have Heavy Repercussions. Shield Slam extends the duration of Shield Block by 1.5 seconds. And Shield Block increases the damage of Shield Slam by an additional 30%. And third, we have Riveger. Throw a whirling weapon at the target location. Okay, yeah, Riveger is the same. No! Are you kidding me? Come on. And third, Riveger is the same as with the other specializations. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it. If you want to watch more, please subscribe. If you want to see the other talents for the other classes, please click one of the videos on screen. And I will see you guys next time. Later.